I defeated my fears, soaked the towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line abusing this deer. I hate a dude with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex are her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. Wakanda swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Money back, money back, money back. Make it like a money back, money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He say it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well led on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to air one out. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Shorty.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, you got three.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Give him 30 yards there.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, here's Lauletta toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Lauletta. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Wide open receiver complete. And it's a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's going to air one. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. He's going to take a shot for the end, and he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They run with Ajayi. A beautiful spin and room to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they can...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Pushing his way through. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Beckham on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. This is Ajayi. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Ogflorida looking to throw on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Detroit! Detroit!
Ogflorida again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies...
And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lauletta from the 50. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So we come upon, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. He finds Coleman. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Lauletta. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Wentz now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Wentz, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wentz over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go to Barkley again. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now here's Loletta. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And spins away. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle? Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he fields it cleanly. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lauletta. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Again, it's Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Rosas now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ajayi. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Ajayi. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Eagles on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The pitch goes to Barkley. The corner Ronald Darby comes up to get it.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
It's Lawlett off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And Lauletta's going to throw it here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Lauletta. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Instead of a run, Lauletta wants to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
On first down, it's Lauletta. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
There we go. Back.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
120.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13. Time to go. Night.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
We'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next.
Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all on the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean.